mate. I'm sure you can. Only thing I'm missing is the blood pudding and a little toast with a little bit of butter on it. It's butter. If you're in Scotland, it's butter. If you're in England, it's butter. If you're here in America, it's butter. Uncle Bocal, I'm in the land of butter right now. I got me something from North Kakalaki. Woohoo! Rise and Smoke. This is the Smoldering Embers. So this is their original sauce, I believe. I tasted it once at a booth, at the Rise and Smoke sauce booth, but I ordered it a while back. I have not got to review it, so you guys are in for a treat, because I just reviewed a brand spanking new sauce from Rise and Smoke SauceWorks yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. And I got me an English breakfast here. It's I've never had this before. I got sausage, beans, grilled tomato, eggs, hash browns. No blood pudding, mate. I mean, taking a bite of beans in the morning doesn't really bother me. I'm just wondering how it's going to pair with the eggs and the tomato. But we'll put some hot sauce on it, mate. That was more like that was like an Aussie accent. So, all right, let's do the old trusted hash brown or tater tot pour. There we go. Mmm. Mmm. That's amazing. Smoky, but not overly smoky. You know, there's habanero in there. I forgot what else. I read the ingredients a while back, so forgive me. Let's try bean with sausage and hot sauce. Wow, that's good. I don't know how to go about eating this. Like, are we supposed to make sure stuff doesn't touch, or throw it all together and you get this like conglomeration at the end where there's a little bit of everything in the middle? I don't know. I'm from New York, home of the garbage plate. We just pile it up. All right, let's try this sauce on a grilled tomato. Wow, that's pretty darn good. So the sauce is it's got good heat to it, not overbearing. This sauce reminds me of Slow Death. Slow Death is similar to this. That one's got scorpion pepper in it. I think it's probably my favorite scorpion sauce, if not one of my favorite scorpion sauces. All right, we're going into new territory here. Egg and bean and sausage. This is the part where I've regretted this. That's why I've never. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all. A lot of people, I'm going to tell you this, a lot of people in the U.S., they see an English breakfast and they're just like, they don't have a clue what blood pudding is, or they're like, I would never eat that. But besides that, what turns them off is the beans and the grilled tomatoes, or tomatoes, or as they say down here, maters. And me, as I was biting into it, I realized that it's the same as a garbage plate. So you can get different kinds of garbage plates. That's out of Rochester, New York. And some of them, they're basically like after the bar, drunken food, breakfast and dinner combined, because it's like 4 a.m. There's multiple stories, behind the garbage plate. I heard an older gentleman that he said that, he said, just give me all that garbage, and they threw it on there. So I don't know if that's true or not. It's a big controversy. Okay, you don't want to get into it. Anyways, some garbage plates have a hot dog, a hamburger, um, baked beans, macaroni salad or potato salad, bacon and eggs. Some of them have macaroni salad with brown gravy over it and eggs and hash browns or home fries. So there's different types of garbage plates. If you go into a restaurant and you ask for a garbage plate, they may have a signature one, or they may have multiples thereof. But the beans with the eggs and all that's going on, it doesn't bother me one bit. I mean, I don't know. I've never went out of my way to make an English breakfast, and I know I'm missing the blood pudding and toast, but I'm not going to eat the blood pudding. I don't have room for toast on the plate. I don't need it. I got enough carbs here. This sauce works excellent with English breakfast. Wow. So it's basically a smoked habanero sauce. Not overly smoky. It's just got that perfect, man, it's just that perfect signature rise and smoke flavor to it. That's really good. That is really, really good. Wow. Absolutely love it. All right. What are we going to do next, mate? Let's try a meat with a spoon because there's beans on here, so this might be a little bit weird, but as long as it picks it up, all right. I don't care. I'm not too picky. Let's try some egg and hash brown slathered in this sauce. You can't put no more sauce on it than that. That's a very good sauce. Okay, so that would be good on anything. Very versatile. I could put it on pizza. I can definitely eat it on breakfast all day long. And I could put this on tacos. And that's what I love, is like literally there's a lot of sauces that are really good. You can put them on breakfast. You can put them on pizza. You can't put them on tacos. They just don't go with it for some reason. And so there's this weird hybrid area of hot sauce where it can taco. Wow. Really, really good. Wow. The charred tomato. I didn't know how I would feel about grilled tomatoes with breakfast, but they work perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I think there is a lot of them that will have bacon with full English breakfast, but and I know there's an argument, I think, in the UK about which type of bacon they use. So, or maybe it's just regional, which is always an argument, of course. That certain parts you use maybe I don't know, certain type of bacon. Down here, a lot of people used to eat the jowl which I believe is the hog's jaw. I could be wrong, but jowl bacon. So it's like a half circle shape. I worked at a southern bistro, so it was an upscale bistro, but we pimped out and glorified and glamorized southern food. We did our thing. Let me tell you that. I don't like to boast or be proud, but when it comes to some of the stuff I've done in the culinary world, I'm proud of that. And that was one that was, because the southern food, a lot of time you think of it and it's just, you think of just comfort food, bland food, stuff like that. We pimped it out. But we used to do a brunch on Sundays, and to keep it in the southern tradition, we used jowl bacon. And it was the best ever. All right, I can't get an ingredient list for you guys. I can't see worth a darn. I can't. I'm sorry, fellas and fellettes. If you're wondering what this is, go watch the video from last night. Mrs. Volkow tried to do the Curse of the Four Horsemen challenge. It was friggin' hilarious. She was trying to paint, and she was trying to figure out where to grab the next brush and do this, and she was in panic mode. I mean, she was pretty much burning as bad as I've seen her burn. And it kind of hit her in about a 1 minute time frame. And she was like, I don't like it, she said. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, I'm not going to finish. And I thought she was saying she wasn't going to finish the painting. She was trying to do a painting while doing a challenge. I pick up the other skull and said, it's time for skull number 3. She said, no, I'm good. I said, you don't think you can do it? She goes, I know I can do it, but I'm just not gonna. But, yeah, for her to, I'll say this. I know she could have done it. I know that there's a certain threshold that she can push herself over, and sometimes she does not. And the same with all of us, with me especially. I'm the one that literally thinks I can't do it sometimes, and afterwards I realized I probably could have. What it would have done to her stomach if she finished that challenge, I don't know. I mean, she purged and had cramps all night, and she was a wreck. But it was more manageable than usual. I mean, but anyways, Mrs. Volkow got wrecked last night. She ate the first go and was fine. I mean, that first go would have got me. I would have tapped out and been in panic mode for about 10 minutes. She handled that first one good. And that second one, she got it in her. She did all right for about a minute. And then it just kicked in. And I think with the Four Horsemen, it's because so many people tap out after that second skull. We've seen it time and time again. I think she's got the residual burn from the first skull. And then when you get that second one in you, and that hits, now you're at your max. You're at your peak. If you can just open your mouth and take that third one, you're good. You're going to do the fourth one. You're just going to burn. You're going to have a nice long burn. But that second one is what I've seen with a lot of people. They'll eat the first one, but it takes a couple minutes, man. Powder takes a minute to 2 minutes to really ramp up. And sometimes even longer than that. When I did the Heart of Fire, mine ramped up after the video was done. Challenge completed. Points on the board. All right, guys. Go show some love to Rise and Smoke, SauceWorks. Smoldering Embers, another awesome sauce. I will try to remember to put the link in the description. If not, just look up Rise and Smoke sauce on Google. Stop being lazy. Come on now, guys.